about the types of reflection. The types of reflection के लिए सबसे पहले I would like to take the example, daily routine example, when we stand in front of the mirror while getting up ready to go somewhere, for the school, for market, for anywhere else, right? So we are able to see our face. But if we stand in front of a door, wooden door or a cardboard sheet we are holding in our hand, then we will not be able to see our face. Why? What is the difference in that? कि अगर मैं सामने खड़ा हूँ मेरी सामने वॉल पे तो मेरे को अपना फेस नजर नहीं आ रहा, बट अगर मैं मिरर लगा दूँ तो वहां पे वो नजर आएगा, राइट? इवन पॉलिश अच्छे से हो जाए यहाँ पे, then I will be able to see a little bit images of mine, but not real actually. I will not be able to identify who is there. So this type of images are formed due to the types of reflection. So what are these types of reflection? So today we are going to start up with types of reflection. Very important. Types of reflection के अंदर we can mention that there are two types of reflection. One is regular, right? Regular reflection. Regular reflection, the same example as I was taking, that when we stand in front of a mirror, then we are able to see our face, right? That is known as regular reflection. Okay, so regular reflection के अंदर क्या होता है? So we can mention on the same page like this. What happens actually in regular surface, that is the highly polished surface, polished smooth surface we are using, right? What happens actually when the number of rays are coming parallel, क्योंकि rays जो हैं objects के वो parallel ही आएंगी ऐसे, right? Then after striking this, they will also remain parallel. In that case, the image will be formed. Image is formed. Regular reflection के अंदर image बनती है, as we are able to see our face in the plane mirror. Okay. On the other side, if I will talk about irregular reflection, उसको बोलते हैं irregular or diffused. Irregular or diffuse reflection. So what is that? Irregular or diffuse reflection के अंदर, as I was taking the example of cardboard and the wall. But wall and cardboard, what are these? What kind of surface they have? They have rough surface, right? Rough surface. तो rough surface को हम जानते हैं कि rough surface के ऊपर क्या होगी? Irregularities, right? इस तरीके से. Okay. Now again the rays will come parallel like this, but after striking they will not remain parallel to each other, right? They will move in the other directions, so that's why they are not forming image, right? So what we can say about the image? Images are not formed. We can mention images are not formed. Very simple. Again I am going to repeat regular and irregular reflection. So when we stand in front of the mirror, then we are able to see our face due to regular reflection. But when we hold a cardboard sheet in our hand, we will not be able to see our face, that is due to irregular reflection. The reason behind this is they are moving parallel after striking the surface. In that case, they are not moving parallel after reflection, right? But very important, you can see, and we have done in laws of reflection, the angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. But here, can we say that the angle of incidence is not equal to angle of reflection? Even in spite we said in laws of reflection, they are always equal. So dear children, if the question comes, does diffuse reflection or irregular reflection disobey the law of reflection? No. Angles are equal, but they are moving in the other direction due to the irregularities of that surface, right? So it does not mean that the angle of incidence is not equal to angle of reflection. So they will move in the different direction. Images are not formed in case of regular reflection, and but in case of regular reflection, images will be formed. Irregular reflection, images will not form. Right? So very simple. These are the two types of reflection. Okay. Now we have the plane mirror at our home where we used to dress up and stand and check how I am looking today. So the images formed there. Characteristics of image formed by plane mirror. ये जो plane mirror है वो किस तरीके की image बनाएगा? Okay. So what we can say about these characteristics? So very simple. First, we know that when we stand in front of the mirror, तो जितनी हमारी height है, जितना हमारा face है, जितना हमारा weight है, ऐसा same नजर आता है. Right? It does not mean that कि ज़्यादा बड़ा या कम नजर आएगा. तो what we can say, same size. That is characteristic of image. जो image बनेगी that will be of same size. Okay? And same distance. जितना हम मिरर के आगे खड़े होंगे, the same distance will be the image behind the mirror. Okay? This is the meaning of same distance. Okay? Then it is virtual and erect. Virtual and erect or real एक होती है image, real एक होती है virtual. So what is the difference between real and virtual? Real image which can be obtained on screen. We will do in lenses that when I will bring a white paper in front of the lens and I will fix or focus the other object which is far away from that, I will be able to form the image on the white paper in case of the lenses, right? But in case of plane mirror, there is no image. I mean, when you stand in front of the mirror and when you carry a white sheet and moving here and there, you will not be able to see your image. Okay? But one reflecting mirror, that is spherical mirror, is there, that is concave mirror, in which we can also form the image on the screen. So the image which can be obtained on screen, that is real, and which cannot be obtained on screen, that is virtual. As I am standing in front of camera, so अगर मैं यहाँ पे white sheet रखूँ तो ऐसा नहीं है कि वो image वहाँ आनी शुरू हो जाएगी. Okay? So that is the difference between real and virtual. और erect means straight. When we stand in front of the mirror, तो head हमारा ऊपर ही रहता है, right? And one is real and inverted. जो real image है वो हमेशा उल्टी बनेगी. That means head will be in the downward direction. That is the meaning of real and inverted. Okay? One is laterally inverted. Yes, we all know that plane mirror shows the lateral inversion. कि जो मेरा right hand है, I am raising my right hand, but वहाँ पे कैमरा के अंदर मुझे लेफ्ट हैंड नजर आ रहा है, राइट? आई एम रेजिंग माय लेफ्ट हैंड, बट वहां पे कैमरे के अंदर मुझे राइट नजर आ रहा है, तो लिटरली इन्वर्टेड. ओके, सो दीज आर द जनरल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ द इमेज फॉर्म्ड बाय प्लेन मिरर. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड सिंपल. ओके, नाउ if I am having one mirror in my hand, I will get one image. So if I will have two mirrors, is it possible that I will get two images or more images? Okay, not getting any idea. So just remember that when you go to saloon, so saloon के अंदर दो mirrors लगे होते हैं वहाँ पे. One where you sit and the barber do the haircut, and one at the back. So when you look at the mirror where you are sitting, then you can see there are a number of images of yours and the barber who is cutting the hair, and even on the other mirror also. So why does this happen? This is also part of reflection, right? But we use a different term here that we call multiple reflection. Multiple reflection. So dear children, reflection, when a ray of light incident normally on a surface, after striking it comes back, right? Incident and reflected. But just imagine if number of reflections are there, कि जैसे रिफ्लेक्ट हो गया ही मैंने एक और मिरर लगा दिया तो वो स्ट्राइक करेगी. उसके लिए इंसिडेंट रे हो गई like this. If this is a mirror, right, I send the ray here, incident ray, reflected ray, and I kept a mirror here. Then what will happen? This ray will be acting now as incident ray for this second mirror. This is my first mirror, second, first. Now again it will be reflected. Okay. Now suppose if this ray again strike that mirror, then again it will be reflected. So this multiple reflections form the multiple reflection of light. That one reflected ray is allowed to reflect again, then it is known as multiple refraction. So how does this happen? This is when we sit on a chair and one mirror is at the front and one mirror is at the back, then there will be number of images. Now the question arises that how we have to keep that mirror. When you will use the mirror, they must be kept at an angle, like किसी भी angle पे आप रख सकते हो. But now how we can calculate कि कितनी images बनेगी, if I would like to know. So to calculate the number of images n is equal to 360 degree by theta minus 1. What is the meaning of this? If this is a mirror, suppose I kept one mirror here. Okay. Now the angle is 90 degree and I kept one object here, one ball. So how many images I will get? This theta is the angle between mirrors. Mirrors को कितने एंगल पे रखा है आपने, उस एंगल को हम बोलते हैं थीटा से डिनोट करते हैं, राइट. सो थीटा इज 90 डिग्री. अब मैंने यहाँ पे कितना रखा है 90 डिग्री. तो व्हाट विल बी द नंबर ऑफ इमेजेस? 360 बाई 90 माइनस 1 कितना आया? 4 माइनस 1 इज इक्वल टू 3. सो व्हेन आई विल कीप द एंगल्स एट 90 डिग्री, आई विल गेट हाउ मेनी इमेजेस? 3. ओके. Now if the angle between them is 60 degree, अब दोनों के बीच में एंगल है वो 60 डिग्री हो जाए, then what will be the result? N will be equal to 360 degree by 60 minus 1 कितना आया? 6 minus 1 is equal to 5. Okay. Now I was telling you there are number of images. What happens when the mirrors are placed parallel to each other? When they will be parallel to each other, we know that when the mirrors are parallel, then what will happen? The theta will be 0 degree. So n is equal to कितना होगा? 360 degree by 0 minus 1. Something divided by 0. 0 जब किसी भी चीज को divide करके then it convert infinite. So infinite means uncountable. Try to count the images. You will not be able to count the images formed when you stand in front of the mirror. Right? This is the meaning of multiple reflection. So this multiple reflection is used in a device that is known as kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope के अंदर भी we can use, kaleidoscope is like this, one side. Okay? इसमें क्या होता है कि mirrors are fixed here because we know that multiple reflection कब होंगी? When the number of mirrors are there. तो number of mirrors are there, we can use some pieces of angles at that place. यहाँ पे भी एक आप ट्रांसपेरेंट शीट लगाएंगे, यहाँ पे आप ग्लास लगा के छोटा सा होल करेंगे एंड देन इसके ऊपर लेयर चढ़ाएं एंड व्हेन यू विल रोटेट दिस, ओके, रोटेट दिस, व्हेन यू विल रोटेट यू विल गेट द नंबर ऑफ इमेजेस. डिफरेंट पैटर्न्स बनेंगे. जो आर्किटेक्ट्स हैं, डिजाइनर्स हैं, दे यूज दीज डिवाइसेस टू गेट द न्यू आइडियाज. ओके, कि कोई भी डिजाइनिंग आती है उसको ऐसे नहीं बनाया जाता. दे जस्ट विजुअलाइज दैट विद द हेल्प ऑफ कैलेडोस्कोप. कैलेडोस्कोप के अंदर डिफरेंट छोटे टुकड़े करके या तो बैंगल्स के रख सकते हैं या कुछ भी कलरफुल मटेरियल डाल सकते हैं. तो दैट व्हेन दे विल कंबाइन विद ईच अदर दे विल फॉर्म डिफरेंट पैटर्न. एंड द बेस्ट पार्ट इज दैट एवरी टाइम यू विल गेट अ डिफरेंट पैटर्न. सेम पैटर्न तो बनता ही नहीं बिकॉज रोटेशन में कुछ ना कुछ कम ज्यादा होता है. तो दैट मीन्स दे विल बी डिफरेंट, they will not be same, right? So this is our multiple reflections. Okay, so what we have done today, types of reflection, then the images, characteristics of the image formed by the plane mirror, and then we discussed about the multiple reflection, that how the multiple reflection occur and how we can calculate the number of images formed by the multiple reflection. Right? Thank you so much.